Hi, welcome to Chinese 101 with Lucy. Today I'm going to teach you how to greet someone in Chinese. Most of the Chinese teacher will only teach you 你好, but actually we don't use 你好 in every situation. Here are some common situations that you use 你好 to greet someone. First is that you are greeting to someone who you are not familiar with or you meet for the first time. And when we greet someone with 你好, we usually don't say 你好 directly, but we will add how people call this kind of people in front of 你好. Let me give you some example. For example, when you get onto a taxi, you can say 司机你好. And 司机 means driver in Chinese. So we always greet the driver, say 司机你好 as a polite person. Or when you go to a doctor, you can say 医生你好 when you go into the room and sit down with a doctor. You say 医生你好. So 医生 is doctor in Chinese. But there are also some situations that we use 你好 directly. So the first situation is when you meet someone for the first time. And in the most common situation is someone introduce a new person to you. For example, you're introduced to a new friend by your friend. Then when your friend introduces you, you can say 你好,我的名字是 Lucy. Or in English, 你好, my name is Lucy, which means you say 你好 and introduce yourself to a new person. So if you want to say 你好, my name's Lucy, you can say 你好, 我的名字是 Lucy. The second situation we use 你好 directly is that we use it as excuse me. So let's think about this situation. If you are in a shopping mall and you want to ask someone for the toilet, in English you maybe go to someone and say, "Excuse me, may I ask where is the toilet?" But in Chinese, we usually don't say "excuse me," although we also have the expression of "excuse me." But in a more common situation, we directly say 你好,请问一下,卫生间在哪里? Or in English, 你好, where is the toilet? So 你好 can also be used as excuse me. Another example is when you go to a dining hall and you want to sit at a seat, but you are not sure if someone is sitting there, you can ask someone that 你好,请问这里有人坐吗? In English, 你好, is there someone sitting here? Then, except of these situations that I have mentioned above, how do we greet other peoples? So, in the first situation, if you are greeting to your friend, especially the friend that you are very familiar with, you can simply say hi or hello. For example, you meet a friend on the street and you see he or she coming to you. You can just say hi or hello, and they will feel very comfortable and natural about that. If you say 你好, and they will feel very formal, and it feels like the distance between you two are very far. They will think about, oh my god, did I did something that is wrong to him these days that he greet me in a very formal way? We are not friends anymore. Another situation is that if you are greeting someone who is elder than you or in a very formal situation, you shouldn't use 你好 either, because 你好 feels very informal and disrespectful in this kind of situation. So, in this case, we use 您好. Listen for the difference. 你好,您好,您好. To pronounce 您, you need to find that is an echo in your nose. 您,您,您好. For example, when you are greeting to an elder people, you say 您好. And if you're greeting to a boss, or your CEO, you say 您好 and not 你好. In conclusion, if you are greeting to someone who you meet for the first time or you are not familiar with, you use 你好. And let's review. For example, when you get onto the taxi, you can say 司机你好. Or when you go to the doctor, you can say 医生你好. And when you are greeting someone who you are familiar with or your friends, you simply say hi or hello. And when you are greeting to an elder people or in a formal situation or to anyone you feel that you should show your respect, you use 您好, 您好. And remember that you can also use 你好 as excuse me in Chinese. If you want to practice and refine your pronunciation of what you just learned, then go to my channel and check the corresponding video.